The phone call came just past midnight. The gravelly voice on the other end carried the weight of memory and urgency. "Your brother's been shot. He's asking for you," said my old platoon sergeant, his tone sharp, controlled, but I caught the tremor beneath. My chest tightened. Without another word, I threw on my jacket and drove through the night like a man possessed. When I arrived, I found him on a stretcher, pale, barely holding on. His shirt was dark with blood, his breaths shallow. His eyes, though, those were wide, frantic, desperate to tell me something before the darkness claimed him. "Brother," he rasped, gripping my arm with surprising strength. His hand shook, but the urgency in his grip rooted me in place. "I caught them, your wife and her ex-husband, burying something in your backyard." The world seemed to tilt. "The size of your son," he whispered, choking on his own breath. "He's been missing for 3 days." I froze, his words cutting deeper than any blade. My son? Missing? My wife? The backyard? None of it made sense. None of it could be real. But then his voice broke again, harsher now. "He shot me with your rifle." His fingers dug into my arm, his eyes burning with a message he might not live long enough to repeat. The storm inside me cracked wide open. In that instant, the years melted away, and I wasn't standing in a hospital anymore. I was back in the Karengal Valley, boots sinking into Afghan dirt, every nerve alive, every sense sharpened. I remembered why they called me Spade, because I buried problems before they had a chance to grow. My training surged back like muscle memory, cold and precise. This wasn't just betrayal. This wasn't just loss. This was war, inside my own home. I left the hospital in silence, my fists clenched, the rage in my chest coiling tighter with every step. The night air felt heavy, as if even the world knew what I was about to do. When I pulled into the driveway, the house sat still and quiet, a picture of suburban peace. But I knew what secrets the earth beneath it might hold. The back porch light glowed faintly, and through the glass, I saw her, my wife, pacing nervously, phone pressed to her ear. She didn't look like the woman I married. She looked like a stranger, trapped in a lie too heavy to carry. I stepped inside. She froze. "You're back early," she stammered, trying to hide the phone. "Where's our son?" I asked, my voice low, steady. Her lips parted, but no words came. The silence told me more than any excuse ever could. Then a sound echoed from the yard, a faint crunch of dirt, the unmistakable scrape of a shovel. I moved to the back door, every step deliberate. When I opened it, the night revealed him, her ex-husband, sweat streaking his face, hands still gripping the shovel, dirt piled high beside a gaping hole. A hole big enough to hold a body. He froze when he saw me. His eyes flicked to the rifle leaning against the fence, the one that was mine. The same rifle my brother said had been used to shoot him. My heart pounded, but my mind was calm. Too calm. He made a move for the weapon, but he'd forgotten something. I wasn't just a husband. I wasn't just a father. I wasn't just a broken man staring at betrayal. I was Spade. And in the Karengal Valley, I had learned what to do with men who thought they could dig graves for others. The next minutes blurred into instinct. Training took over, precise and unyielding. By the time it was done, the rifle lay useless, and the man who'd tried to wield it was crumpled in the dirt. I turned back toward the house. My wife stood in the doorway, her face pale, trembling. She opened her mouth, but I silenced her with a stare that cut deeper than words. "Where is he?" I demanded again. Her knees buckled and tears streamed down her face. She pointed toward the shed. I sprinted, and there he was, my boy, bound, frightened, but alive. His eyes met mine, and in that moment, the rage that had consumed me shifted into something else, something fierce, protective, unbreakable. I pulled him into my arms, swearing silently that no one would ever come this close to taking him from me again. The sirens came later, the police, the paramedics, the questions. My brother survived, though the scar would never fade. My wife was led away in handcuffs, her sobs echoing into the night. The ex-husband never left the backyard. As for me, I sat with my son in my lap, the weight of it all pressing down. The betrayal, the violence, the truth. But beneath it all, I felt the old call sign resurface, stronger than ever. They called me Spade in the Kringle Valley because I buried what needed burying. But now I knew something deeper. It wasn't just about digging graves for enemies. It was about unearthing the truth, no matter how dark, no matter how painful, and protecting what mattered most. Betrayal may cut deeper than any wound, but truth always surfaces. No matter how carefully lies are buried, they cannot stay hidden forever.